वेलकम टू आवर चैनल DevNode। सो आज हम लीड कोड का क्वेश्चन नंबर करने वाले हैं 75। मीडियम मार्क है बट क्वेश्चन इज़ क्वाइट इजी एंड इट्स बिलोंग्स टू आवर एरे प्लेलिस्ट एंड द क्वेश्चन इज शॉर्ट वंस टू zeros ones and twos or short colors as defined on the lead code. And so let's discuss what the question is saying. So the question says, given an array nums of size n colored red, white or blue. So there are three colors, red, white or blue. Sort them, we need to sort them in place so that the object of the same color are adjacent with the colors in order, red, white and 0. So what does it mean? So what it requires, all the reds are first all red should be there, then white, all the whites, it doesn't matter how many whites, all the whites, then at last all the blues in order as it mentioned, red, white and blue. So this is the requirement, all the reds first, then all the white first, then all the blues first. You will use an integer 0, 1, 2 to represent color red, white or blue. So it says for the red you can use 0, for white we can use 1, for blue we can use 2. So what it says indirectly, all the zeros at first, then all the ones, then all the twos. So now it becomes short 0, 1s and 2s. Now what it required, you must solve this problem without using any library sort function. Okay, so let's discuss. Let's take this example 2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0. So what it required, all the zeros are, we need to sort in such order that all the zeros appear first. So there are two zeros, so we appear first, then all the ones, then all the ones, then all the twos. So this is the output it expected, all the zeros, all the ones, all the twos. So we understand the problem statement. Now let's discuss the problem solution. So one thing, we can simply sort it, and the question mentioned we cannot use inbuilt sort, but we can write our own merge sort and we can solve this. What is the time complexity it will take? It will take n log n. This is the time complexity it took, n log n. But this is very native solution or a brute force, and this question is also not intended for this. Now let's understand what is sorting. So basically what is sorting? Sorting is either all the numbers are in increasing order or all the numbers are in decreasing order. So this is sorting, correct? What it required, all the zeros first, all the ones first and all the twos first. We know first 0 came, then 1 came, then 2 came. Now we are also know that we have only three numbers, 0, 1 and 2. So we have only three numbers, 0, 1 and 2. And we know we need to insert all the zeros first, then all the ones, then all the twos. So first we count the number of zeros. First we count the number of zeros, then we will count the number of ones, then we will count the number of twos. Once we got the count, suppose we count this for x, this for y and this for z. Now what is the requirement? We need to insert all the x first. So we will insert all the x first. Suppose we get the x as 3. So first we will insert all the zeros 3 times. Then for 1 we have got the count 2. Then we will all the insert all the ones 2 times. And suppose the z count is 4. Then we will insert all the 2's 4 times. So we got the answer. All the zeros first, then all the ones first, then all the second first. Now how we write this code? So we define first three variables, zeros, ones and twos. We will define this step. Now we will iterate the loop. Suppose first example 2 comma 2 1 comma 1 comma 0. First we will iterate. If the number is equal to 2, then we will increase our 2's count. If number equal to 0, then we will increase our 0's count. If the number equal to 1, we will increase our 1's count. So in one iteration, we will iterate the array from starting to end, and we got all our counts. What is the count of 0, what is the count of 1, and what is the count of 2. Once we got the count, then we need to insert. Suppose zeros count came as 3. Now we need to insert the zeros, 3 zeros in this place. So what again, we start our first index equal to 0. We will start from 0. We will write while loop. And how many times we need to run this while loop? Till the zeros count, till the number of zeros count. So we can use, if zeros greater than 0, zeros count greater than 0, we will insert nums of I equal to 0. Then this is for first we need to increase the index. Then again we insert 1 0, so we need to decrease the zeros count. We will decrease the zeros count, minus. So here we will insert all the zeros first. Now we need to insert all the ones. So we will again write the same while loop. Ones count greater than 0. Then our nums of I equal to 1. Again we need to increase our index, and we also need to decrease our ones count. Same we need to do for all the 2's. For all the 2's we will do the same. While 2's count greater than 0, we will mark nums of I equal to 2, I plus plus, and 2's count minus. That's it. Now let's discuss the time complexity. First we iterate. Here we iterate all the array. So this took of n. It took of n. Now we are inserting all the elements, all the zeros again, then all the ones again, then all the 2's again. So basically we are changing all the elements. So again we are taking of n. So our overall time complexity is of n plus of n. And space complexity, we are using 3 variables, so of 3. So basically our space complexity is constant, but our time complexity is of 2n. See what we optimize from n log n to of 2n. And there is one more algorithm, Dutch nation algorithm, which solve this question in of n time complexity. So we will discuss this algorithm later on. Now let's code this. So let's start the code. So what we discuss, first we need the count of zeros, ones and twos. So we define 3 variable, zeros count initializes 0, ones count and twos count. Okay, now we will iterate the array. So our nums of size, n is our num size for int I equal to 0, I less than n and I plus plus. Here we have 3 conditions. If nums of I equal to 0, we will increase our zeros count. Else if nums of I equal to 1, we will increase our ones count. And else if our nums of I equal to 2, we will increase 2's count. See, we got all the counts. Now we need to insert all the zeros first, all the ones, then all the 2's. So insert I equal to 0, our starting index. Now while zeros count is greater than 0, the loop will execute till the zeros count is greater than zeros. Now nums of I equal to 0, we will increase its index, and we need to decrease our zeros count because we insert 1 0. Same we will do for the ones count greater than 0, nums of I equal to 1, I plus plus, and ones count minus minus. Same we will do for twos count. Twos count greater than 0. Nums of I equal to 2, I plus plus, and twos count minus minus. And here the return type is void, so we are not returning anything because it will check the array itself. So I think we complete all. Let's run our code. So it will, the spelling is wrong. So it's executed. It pass our example test cases. Now submit this code. Yeah, so our code has been accepted. So this, and what is the time complexity we discussed for this problem? It's of 2n. That's of n plus of n. Of n for this iteration, and here this all three loops combinedly execute n times. So overall time complexity will be of 2n. So thank you guys. Please like and subscribe if you like the tutorials.